My name is Max Verstappen and I drive for Oracle Red Bull Racing.
Hi, I'm Lewis Hamilton and I race for Scuderia Ferrari HP. It's much easier.
I'm George Russell and I race for Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team.
I'm Lando Norris and I drive for McLaren Formula 1 team.
My name is Ollie Behrman. I'm a Formula 1 driver for MoneyGram Haas F1 team.
I'm Nico Hulkenberg and I race for Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. It's a long name, I had to, think for a moment.
I am Charles Leclerc and I am a Formula 1 driver for Scuderia Ferrari HP.
I'm Andrea Kimi Antonelli and I drive for Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team.
I'm Esteban Ocon, driving for MoneyGram Haas F1 team.
I'm Isaac Hadjar. I race for Visa Cash App Racing Bulls Formula 1 team.
My name's Oscar Piastri and I race for the McLaren Formula 1 team.
My name is Yuki Tsunoda, racing for Visa Cash App Racing Bulls.
I'm Gabriel Bortoleto and I race for Stake F1 team Kick Sauber.
My name's Lance Stroll and I race for Aston Martin Aramco Formula 1 team.
This is not easy because it's changed now.
My name is Alex Albon and I race for Atlassian Williams Racing.
My name is Jacques Doohan and I drive for BWT Alpine Formula 1 team.
I'm Carlos Sainz and I'm driving for Atlassian Williams Racing.
I'm Liam Lawson and I'm driving for Oracle Red Bull Racing.
Hello, I'm Fernando Alonso and I drive for Aston Martin Aramco F1 team.
I'm Pierre Gasly, driving for BWT Alpine Formula 1 team.
I'm so excited.
Okay, is everybody happy?
Very happy.
And we'll begin.
How do you pronounce your name in your own language?
Science is all in one, not science.
Gabriel
Charles Leclerc.
Pierre. It's with a U and the two dots, so in German it's called an U. So Germans would say Hülkenberg.
Oh, it's pretty simple. Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Everyone calls me Kimi, so I will go for that.
You pronounce the A's probably a bit different, so it's just a bit more flat. Max Verstappen.
It's opposite actually, saying Tsunoda Yuki.
What does F1 mean to you?
I guess it's a deep question, isn't it? F1 is my life.
It's my life.
F1's my life.
Basically my whole life.
It's been my life since I was 4 years old.
It's the only sort of way of life that I've ever known.
F1 is everything.
It's become the center of my life for the last 10 years.
And yeah, I've dedicated a lot of my time to it.
It's about the hard work, what goes on in the background, what people don't see.
It's a dream. It's a privilege as well.
It is a big thing for me.
F1 means everything to me since a super young age.
F1 means everything to me.
Well, we get to experience and drive the fastest cars in the world. It's okay, I guess.
George, describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, this again, I hate this.
No.
Simple, calm and crazy.
I always prefer other people to describe me.
Meticulous, perfectionist, creative.
Determined.
Passionate.
I'm blonde, loud.
Happy, jokey, competitive.
Competitive, rapid and caring.
I just stay with relaxed.
Relaxed.
Fun, engaging, loyal, hardworking.
That's cool.
I hate this question. Cool, calm, collected.
Aussie, down to earth, humble.
Aggressive, short, nice.
Very active, methodic, foodie.
Foodie, active, adventure.
Ambitious, loyal, last one.
Fast.
What's your favourite track?
So far is
Imola.
Wow.
Probably was Macau.
Silverstone, my home race.
Montreal.
Monaco.
Suzuka or Monaco?
It's in New Zealand. It's called Highlands. It's in the South Island. It's not a Formula 1 track. I wish it was.
Maybe one day.
Don't think so. It's pretty dangerous, but could be fun.
Who do you get on best with out of the drivers on the grid?
Pretty much everyone. I don't have any enemies, but mostly George.
I get on with a few drivers. There's 1 or 2 that not so much.
I get on, I think, with a lot of drivers, to be honest.
Best would be probably Alex.
I have a pretty good relationship with a lot of the guys. Esteban, Charles, Pierre, all the kids. We're not kids anymore though, now we're getting old. We're vets now.
I get on well with Carlos, we cycle a lot together. Esteban, of course, and Charles and Lewis.
To be honest, I would have to say Pierre as being my teammate, the person that I've spent the most time with so far.
I think Pierre. We've known each other since forever.
Pierre Gasly. Yeah, I think Alex Albon as well. He's same Asian as well.
Carlos, Oscar, and Max.
With all my teammates, normally I have the best relationship. So in this moment, Lance Stroll.
To be honest, I think I have a good relationship with most of them. You know, I get on with Max quite well. We go way back, you know, since karting days.
I would say I've known Alex probably the longest, raced Oscar the most, probably Oscar then.
Lando, Oscar, Alex, and of course Lance. All these guys, you know, I've had good games of paddle with and good laughs.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I would say night owl, yeah, because it's nice and quiet.
I've always been a night owl. I like doing music really late on in the night, and that's where I get quite creative. Midnight is when the juicy stuff flowing.
I'm a night owl for sure.
More nighttime, yeah. I'm struggling to wake up.
It depends. Over the off season, I expected to become a night owl, but it went the other way. I don't think it'll stay that way, but see how it goes.
When I'm home, I'm definitely an evening person.
I'm a night person.
Early bird, definitely early bird.
I am a night owl.
It changes a lot. More often a night owl than an early bird.
I'm a night owl, 100%.
What's your career highlight or major milestones along the way?
Victory at the Le Mans 24 hours.
Winning my first race. I'd also say my very first race being in Australia with my whole family.
Becoming a Red Bull racing driver.
You know, it goes from like winning your first race was very emotional at the time, to your first championship. That was also very emotional. Other race wins, you know, from having a big lead to tight battles to win the race. Brazil last year in the wet. At the time, you know, you're too stressed, but now looking back at it, it was definitely a great race.
When I won the Monaco Kart Cup when I was younger, that opened doors in my career. 2011, I won my first World Cup in karting, and my win in Monza and Monaco, of course.
The pole in Turkey, the podiums, those are the special days.
My first podium and my first race.
Reaching Formula 1, making it to my first podium, my first win in Formula 1, and then getting a total of 4 wins.
My current career highlight is joining Ferrari, representing an amazing brand like Mercedes for so long, since I was 13, and winning the World Championships that we won together, win the British Grand Prix last year, and actually doing my first seat fit at Ferrari, driving the car the first time.
When I got announced as an F1 driver, first championship in Formula 4, first championship in regional, for the first time in a Formula 1 car.
The first time I stepped in an F1 car, my first race, and my first podium, and my first win, sorry, and I hope I will count many more.
4 years ago in Monaco, and I got signed by Red Bull the same day.
Having been in the sport and the industry for so long, many ups and downs, but comebacks as well. They come back in 2023 with Haas. And then, you know, my kind of extended overtime now for my career, that's been a big achievement for me personally.
Winning Formula 3 and Formula 2 in rookie seasons, I think that was the highlights in my career.
Bahrain 2020, when I was driving Formula 2, I got P1 and my super license still wasn't sure that I able to step up to Formula 1 at that point yet.
Monza 2020, my first victory in Formula 1 was it was incredible, and hopefully I'll get my second win this year.
Getting to Formula 1, that's a tough enough job. And then once in Formula 1, my first podium, my first win, the Constructors' Championship with McLaren. So to have achieved almost all of my dreams, bar one, I'm pretty happy with.
It's my debut in F1 last year at Jeddah, but there's been some cool stuff along the way. Great season in 2021 in Formula 4, F2, Baku, clean sweep.
The 2 Formula 1 wins, especially Baku, was, that one's going to be pretty hard to top, I think.
You know, signing for the BWT Alpine Formula 1 team as the 2025 driver, for sure. The tough times just make it that much more sweeter to finally be starting this year.
What's a skill that you'd like to learn or master aside from driving?
I would love to master skiing. So it's a bit late to learn now, but never say never.
There are so many skills I love to master. I have like a list long like that. This year, my boat license, just need to find the time to do it.
If I could figure out my golf swing, I'd be pretty happy.
I would still like to learn how to play golf better. Golf is still the goal.
I think I'd like golfing. I like the idea, you know, of going to a golf course. I don't have the skill, I don't have the technique, and I don't have the patience yet, frankly. And more languages, but I guess that's not a skill, it's just learning.
I guess it's not really a skill necessarily, but learning the language, which I'm trying to learn Italian right now.
probably pressured by my girlfriend is to learn Spanish.
I'd really love to do a pottery class. I'd love to really learn a piano.
I play music, but I'd like to get better. Like, I'd like to be even better at playing music.
I wish I could dedicate more time to music and playing the piano.
I really want to learn guitar. Just play the songs whenever I want.
What else? Improv. Something I really want to do because I've got some stuff I need to prepare for.
I wish I could snowboard.
Probably not allowed, are you?
Probably not.
I would like to be good at paddle, you know, but I'm so bad.
I'd love to learn to play an instrument. I'd love to know how to sing properly. Charles has already got that, so a bit jealous of him.
They'll never hear me sing.
Shame.
No, it's not.
If you did master singing, what would be your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, my go-to would be Robbie Williams' Angels. It's a belter.
My favorite song, which is Can't Hold Us by Macklemore.
Don't Stop Believing.
If I had to go, it would be Lose Yourself by NMM.
Well, karaoke's gotta be with Yuki. It's my little duo.
Hello, Adele with Pierre.
Hello is our song.
It Wasn't Me by Shaggy.
I don't do karaoke. I don't sing. It's awful.
Celine Dion. On the song? Yeah, I know it now. Celine Dion, Because You Loved Me.
Karaoke has to be in Japan. Probably some Celine Dion. Always nice.
Life is a Highway.
Avril Lavigne, Complicated.
Honestly, I always enjoy doing that in Japan. We had a very fun night and a lot of different songs were played.
I would say Ed Sheeran.
I feel like The Final Countdown's a good classic.
I guess it's got to be Wonderwall. That's sort of a go-to, especially as a Brit.
Obviously, Smooth Operator.
Smooth Operator. What's the best thing about being a racing driver?
The freebies.
Driving the fastest car in the world.
Driving racing cars, I guess. That's what I'm here for, actually.
Getting to drive really fast race cars.
Get to drive fast. Driving the cars. It's pretty awesome.
Being able to perform at the very best, driving the fastest machine in the world.
The places we get to see. I'm fortunate enough to have traveled the world through racing, which is amazing. Doing what we love as a job.
I mean, it's all pretty amazing. Getting to see all these different cities and cultures, hear new languages, try new foods. I think that's probably been one of the best things for my life.
I can say my passion is my job, which I think is a privilege.
I do a job that I love doing every day.
Driving the car, just being in the car. It's pretty awesome.
The driving bit. Like, I fell in love, of course, with racing in a go-kart, low to the ground, high speeds, and yeah, that's for me the best. Qualifying, low fuel, that's what I enjoy. And most of the other things I don't like.
What's a fact that most people wouldn't know about you?
I always struggle with this question.
Well, if there is a fact that people don't know, it's because I didn't want them to know.
I make a good spag bowl.
I don't know, I've told so many people things that I guess I know. I like to eat the skin of a kiwi, is when I have a kiwi. So I don't think that defines as a fact, it's just like a life preference, but that's a bit quirky.
Typically in race season, I'll shave my head myself every 2 weeks.
When I would want to go out to dinner or go out with my friends, I would dress in a certain way, leaving the house. I'd get down the road and I'd switch into my swaggy gear and then I'd go out. No one knows about that. I don't even know if my dad knew about that.
Yeah, I studied ice hockey when I was 3 years and a half.
I'm good at smelling something.
I'm actually a nice guy.
To function properly, I have to sleep 12 hours a night. And I've slept only 6.
I like hoovering at home. You know, you have a direct result, you clean stuff up. Now often my daughter, you know, she runs around with these breadsticks and crumbles everywhere in the house and I kind of hoover after her.
A fact most people don't know about me is I went to boarding school when I moved out of Australia.
I'm good at planning and logistics. More when it comes to organizing my own life. Yeah, I need to have everything very structured.
I don't drive on the road.
Really?
Yep. It's been a long time.
Kimi, what's the best thing about your hometown?
Definitely food. Yeah, can eat a lot of good pasta. Yeah.
Oh, definitely the Brazilian people. They are amazing.
Les boulangeries. The bakeries, sorry.
Pies, New Zealand pies.
Apparently is the coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. For me, it's just that it's home.
Best thing about Montreal is coming home. Just some maple syrup on my pancakes.
Bangkok, not Milton Keynes. You want to know about it?
Yeah.
Come visit. If you don't know what monitor lizards are, Google search that.
I would say the best thing is that I get to cool at home.
That is warm, a lot warmer than where we are right now. Minimum temperature all year round, even in winter, is probably around 20 degrees.
It can feel like a very big town sometimes with very big events and lots of things happening. It can feel a little bit like a village whenever there are no big events, which is something that I particularly like.
The go-kart circuit and my museum.
My family lives there.
And finally, do you have any pets?
I have pets, yes. I have 13 cats.
What are their names?
There's one cat called Hugo, Armani, Gucci, Prada, Lucky.
I have 2 cats and 1 dog. Reese, Charlie, and Avril.
And do you prefer dogs or cats?
Yeah, cats.
Yeah, I mean, I do have pets. I got 3 cats now and a dog. The name's Jimmy, Sassy, Donut, and Nino. So it's growing.
I have a future dog, Charlie.
I do have a pet. I have a dog called Pignon.
Of course I do. Leo, my dog.
Another cat is called either Armani or Mumu. Giraffe, hippo, bear. Have I said giraffe?
I have a lot of pets. We have 2 dogs, some horses, and we have some rabbits. The dogs are Freddie and Ruby. The horses are Holly. I don't know all of the horses, but they're my sisters, that's why.
We have a little doggy, Zeus, the Pomeranian.
I have a small puppy called Simba. He's 10 months old. He's a toy poodle.
There's one called Sushi. There's another cat called Gucci. I'm missing something. Duck and goose, of course. And then I have a dog and a horse.
Currently just have Roscoe, my one dog, but I've grown up with animals my whole life. I really, really love animals and I've always wanted a horse. Did this shoot the other day with a horse. I mean, the horse got on great and I'm like, oh, now I can look into horse riding lessons.
Yes. DDP.
Not yet.
This is Simba the superstar, entertaining our life